Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Light skin, primetime action.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. and man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll run with Sanders. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short? And now off to the races, down the right side. 30, the 20, and all the way down to the 9. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll go again with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Eagles 10.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joseph Osai in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves. But this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Trick the Eagles! Trick the Eagles!
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 106 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 44 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Castillo. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Castillo. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. As Sanders has it poked free. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
18, Cougar 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Mustang 19. Let go. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
19 tight.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 28-24 game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he... An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big drop him. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Another run here with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
19 Tiger.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Facing his 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Reload.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready.
Now a carry for Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Sanders, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Joseph Osai able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Weiss. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Stop.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd.
On one.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow got his tight end. That's complete. That's Castillo. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Third and goal, Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
For that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and 5 now. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He finds his man complete. It's Castillo. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
I'm the best, I'm the best, that you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, that you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spin out the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching the but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and coming through it. Running like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands out here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I make men